body exceptionally well during the course of this bout.
Yes, because, Mexicans are known for taking good headshots, so, I had to go to the body tonight. First of all, I'd like to, thank God for this opportunity to come out here and do what I had to do tonight. And I also like to thank my dad and my Uncle Jeff and Roger, for being behind me and helping me while my dad's gone right now.
Won very well. There's like a little more things he can do, but as he gets to be fighting more often, it's going to come to him naturally.
The Olympic robbery had also robbed Mayweather of the money a gold medalist could earn, which would cause problems later.
Young Mayweather is getting $7,500 for this, his third professional fight. Promoter Bob Arum told me that the difference between the bronze that he won and the gold that De La Hoya won is that De La Hoya was already making $50,000 at this young stage of his career.
But for now, it was time to focus on the fighting, and that he did.
Fought tougher pros, tougher fighters in the amateurs than Cooper is.
And referee Mitch Alfred in this fight. Big left by Mayweather.
Mayweather racked up 13 knockouts in 17 straight wins, and he was doing it in style too, giving us an early taste of the personality he would become famous for.
This one's scheduled for next. Down goes Kiepert. And Mayweather comes back with rights, and Kiepert will go down, and that's it.
Kiepert is hurt.
And a couple of lefts, one of them to the body, and a short left hand landed inside. He is doing some damage right now. Left hook lands, Leija stunned again, and you can stop it any time. And Jerry McKenzie's going to stop it right there. After the fourth knockdown of the fight, abundantly clear evidence that Louis Leija could not defend himself against Floyd Mayweather's onslaught.
Too much speed, too much power.
By now, Mayweather's father had gotten out of prison and rejoined the team.
The corner of Floyd Mayweather, his dad.
I feel good, Daddy. Relax, man. Don't take care of your business. You beat the guy, you're going to stop it. Okay.
Floyd Sr. came back right in time. After only 2 years of fighting, Mayweather got his title shot.
I just want to thank Top Rank, Bob Arum, and Todd DeBuff, for giving me the opportunity to fight for the world title October 30th, Janelle Hernandez. A lot of guys out there want to say that I don't deserve a title, but I'm not ducking and dodging nobody at the 130-pound weight class. I'm willing to fight everybody and all comers. I just feel I'm going to get a victory. I can't predict which way and how I'm going to do it, but I do feel that I'm going to get a victory against Janelle Hernandez. But I feel it's going to be a good, tough fight. He's a very tough guy and a game opponent.
It wasn't too long ago that the champion Janelle Hernandez had been his idol in the past.
Because when I used to lay in the bed, like I said, it was so crazy. I used to lay in the bed at night. And my room got posters all around. I got posters all around my bedroom of all fighters. The fighter that I had right above me was Janelle Hernandez. And I used to watch him fight. I used to watch him fight at the forum. I used to be like, he unbelievable. I said, no fighter would never beat him.
But that was exactly what Mayweather was aiming to do. Hernandez had been fighting for 12 years longer than Mayweather and had never been beaten at 130 pounds. Hernandez had grit and intelligence, and he had beaten the division's best. And if Mayweather was to beat him, it would require Floyd to be at his best. Floyd was the first Olympian from the '96 Games to fight for a title.
Obey my commands. I want a good, clean fight. Touch gloves, let's go to work.
Right from the start of the fight, Mayweather grabbed the opportunity with both fists.
But as you get closer, it disappears. Now.
Hard right hand by Floyd. The other one down. You could see Hernandez's lead foot.
So far, young Mayweather is simply beating Hernandez to the punch.
No one in the division had even come close to this type of performance against Hernandez.
One of the rising training talents.
So far, the rounds have not been close. Mayweather is winning them all in the view of most of us.
That's why I say he's the best natural fighter around, because that's what you want to do. Make him exercise that side of his body that he doesn't train.
And Hernandez has backed up against the ropes just as Floyd told us he would. And Floyd going to work. Right hand lands for Hernandez. Floyd comes back with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-punch combination. person.
And this guy's hitting him.
And that's when it's the corner's job to show that right in the pattern.
That's right.
And Rudy is going to turn to referee Jay Nadian.
After 8 rounds of brutality, Hernandez's corner waved the white flag and the tears of joy flowed from Floyd.
A proper show of respect for a great champion who was beaten by a younger, better fighter tonight. Genaro Hernandez congratulates the new champ.
What did you see in him that told you that somebody with his few professional fights could do this to you as an experienced veteran champion?
I try to give it my best, but he's just too quick,
Thanks, man.
A true champion. You're a true champion.
Appreciate it.
And you'll be a champion for a long time.
Be the best, you got to beat the best. They said Hernandez was the best. I fought him, I was victorious. Now they say Angel Manfredi's the best. Now I'm fighting him, and with God on my side, I'll be victorious the second time.
So it was on to the next, and Mayweather defended his title against the highly rated Angel Manfredi, scoring an impressive second round stoppage.
Right over the top, stuns Manfredi.
He's not confused at all. He's just boxing, keeping Manfredi out on the end so he can see Manfredi.
Manfredi in trouble as Mayweather pounds away. Manfredi almost went down. He won't take a knee, but he isn't throwing back. Mayweather pounding, and this one's gonna be stopped too.
I use body in my shots. And that's why Janelle Hernandez quit. People say, why did Hernandez quit? It don't look like Mayweather punch hard. If you're not in there, you wouldn't know.
In just 3 years of pro fighting, Mayweather worked his way up to number 2 ranked fighter in the world, an astonishing feat considering the time frame. However, despite his high ranking, this didn't exactly translate into big paydays, and this led to tensions with the televising company HBO and his promotional company Top Rank. It was promotional stablemate Oscar De La Hoya who was getting the big bucks. De La Hoya was receiving around $10 to $15 million a fight, whilst Mayweather had just been offered a $12.5 million contract for 7 fights. Mayweather infamously labeled the contract offer as slave wages, but HBO's executives and promoter Bob Arum disagreed. They felt that Mayweather had an inflated perception of his value.
George Floyd Mayweather Jr. believes, as do many of the rest of us in the sport, that he has Oscar De La Hoya kind of talent, Roy Jones Jr. kind of talent. But as the result, he's already saying openly that he wants Oscar De La Hoya kind of money, Roy Jones Jr. kind of money.
This guy is a package. And we may not realize it right now, but we better jump on board. Although you said earlier, jump on the train, there's a lot of people already on board. This guy's got the package. He's going to go down, if he continuously stays in good shape, as one of the best fighters of all time. He may as well start asking for the big money now.
As the story goes, HBO executive Lou DiBella offered a solution. They could walk down Times Square together, and if Floyd was mobbed by fans, HBO would heighten their offers. They never did take action on this solution. However, it highlights Floyd's struggle for fame. And to add to his contractual issues, it was discovered that Mayweather had been getting robbed of his ring earnings.
You gotta have the right people around you, and certain people around me was, making me sign contracts that I shouldn't have been signing. Had me in a position with an accountant that was stealing from me. So what happened? So what I did was I brought somebody else in, James Prince. He was a good businessman. He got a good business head on his shoulder. So I brought him in to look over everything, and they said I've been getting beat the whole time.
Wow.
It seemed that Floyd's biggest problems were not inside the ring, but outside of it.
50 years from now, I want people to look down the line and say, Floyd Mayweather, he was an exciting fighter, a great champion. He fought the best, and he was willing to fight anybody.
Around the turn of the millennia, Mayweather was desperate to fight the other champions, but there was just one problem. He was struggling to get big names in the ring with him.
Mayweather
Mayweather says his ambition is to unify all the titles from 130 pounds to 147 pounds, 4 of them individually. And surely somebody is going to show up during that time. But right now there really are no Felix Trinidads looming and lurking out there to make a big fight with him.
And after taking a long layoff, the boxing critics were falling out of infatuation with the young champion, and he lost his top 2 position in the pound-for-pound rankings.
Floyd, meanwhile, in the 7 months since you fought, 7 months ago, on my list, you were second pound for pound to Roy Jones. Now, on my list, you're 5, Ring Magazine 5 or 6. In USA Today, Corrales is ahead of you. How do you feel about that?
I want to ask you a question. How many fights have you had? I mean, because you seem to know a lot about so many different fighters, but I want to know how many fights you had. You know so much about the sport of boxing.
But Floyd, we're not talking about me. Now, you can't expect people to keep you number 2 when these guys are having super fights. You feel you need your super fights now?
Well, when it's all said and done, you know, after Floyd Mayweather beats Diego Corrales, after I beat Prince Nassim because he's ducking and dodging me, after I beat Joel Casamayor, after I beat Freezer, after I beat Paul Spatafore, any champion out there that wants to fight Floyd Mayweather, I'm not ducking and dodging no champion. Actually, I'm on another stage. These guys can't beat me. I'm the best out there, pound for pound. I'm holding it down. This pretty boy Floyd, the one and only.
The issue was that Floyd was considered a high-risk, low-reward type of challenge for the other champions. So he was forced to fill the void with lower opposition. And despite his dazzling talent, it almost seemed a bit too easy.
Well, you wonder if anybody in Arena's corner will take notice of the fact that this is target practice for Floyd Mayweather Jr. And stop the fight.
They were going to stop the fight, but
ignoring.
I said I still reign supreme. I mean, I still reign number 1, and I'm looking forward to unifying the titles at 130. Hopefully, I can fight the WBA champ from Mongolia. Then after that, talk with Bob, and hopefully we can fight Robert Garcia to unify the titles. See, I'm only chasing champions. I'm no longer chasing challengers. Floyd Mayweather wanted to be the best, and he wanted to unify the titles.
Negativity is what makes me get up every morning and work harder. Or if I get a book and I see a lot of negative stuff, that make me get up and run an extra mile or box an extra round. It's gonna make me work hard. I'm gonna go out there and show people that Floyd Mayweather is still the best, pound for pound.
The following fights would be without his father training him, as had been done in recent fights, and he assigned his uncle Roger as his head trainer. The father and son duo bumped heads over their preferred training styles.
Yeah, my dad came to an agreement that he was going to move on and train some other fighters, and I said that I was going to move on and work back with my uncle because I feel a lot more comfortable.
I want to get it straight. People be telling me, oh, your dad is too strict, your dad too this, your dad too that. Why do you think you got to be pound for pound best in the world? Somebody tell him how to do that, and that somebody was me.
Beforehand, it was just like I was in like a boot camp. Now I feel a lot more comfortable because I get a chance to, even though I'm training, I get a chance to still live my life.
When he out the ring, that's his business. When he come in, then I'm controlling.
Floyd Sr. was the coach who favored defense, while his uncle Roger was the one who favored offense.
It ain't about being aggressive right now. You gotta fight a smart defensive fight. You don't win fight being defensive. You win fight by punches landing.
And it was Floyd's chance to show off his offense against Emmanuel Augustus, who was well known for his awkward fighting style.
Because Floyd Mayweather Jr. showing off his fireworks here in the second round. What makes him a world-class fighter? Burton in the corner, Burns quickly escapes, but Mayweather connects.
Despite Floyd's amazing attack, it seemed that Floyd was taking a few more punches than usual, with Augustus managing to draw blood from Floyd.
You're right, Kevin. Floyd Mayweather definitely cut from his nose. Or the right hand. But he better be very careful because, like I said, what he really does from time to time, he used that chin here like he just did, and just got counted. And he switches back now to the conventional stance. Now, Burton was a puncher, but when you're throwing a punch, a man has to react to the punches you're throwing. And this man is very fast.
And trainer Nelson Lopez ends it. Throws in the towel.
What are your plans as far as the future goes? How close?
I'm getting ready to fight Diego Corrales, and next summer, and
you know, two young champions like me and Diego Corrales should come together and make an explosion, and hopefully I can unify the titles. Like I said before in the meeting, I'm looking forward to fighting Joe Casamayor. I'm looking forward to fighting Diego Corrales. I want to fight the best they got out there, but you know, I got to fight guys like this to make me prepare for guys like those.
What would you have liked to see Floyd do? I think what the fans like about Lil Floyd is how he is now.
It was an exciting fight, and that's what the fans and the people want. But the main thing is Floyd Mayweather still won the fight.
They finally got a chance to see Pretty Boy bleed profusely from the nose. Tell me, out of the 10, 11 fights he fought with his father, where was any blood? Where was any knife?
Sometime soon he should be fighting for Oscar De La Hoya or Roy Jones. Money is the byproduct of things that fighters can't control. Will Floyd have the patience to maximize his enormous talents?
Well, he'll have to have the patience, Jim. This is not something that's going to just jump in his lap. He'll have to be there to prove himself over and over and over again before people will really take a liking to him so that he can have those type of days. Also, he has to have an opponent to make those type of dollars with.
As you so well know.
That's right. If you don't have a guy who the public can see as your equal, then you just about can forget it.
In 2001, Floyd got the elite opponent he was looking for in the figure of undefeated Diego Corrales. Many believed that the height advantage and physical threat would pose a major problem for Floyd, and this was exactly the type of fight needed if Floyd was to draw new fans.
When I go into this fight, I know I'm going to be feeling good. I'm going to go out there and put on a superb show and show him that, you know, flamboyant Floyd ain't going nowhere. I'm still flashy. I'm still doing my thing.
Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
This is quicker and slicker against bigger and stronger. Mayweather has to try to discourage his relentless aggression in these early rounds.
A half dozen pounds since weighing in.
Big body in the head is a bigger target.
Floyd planned on chopping down the tree, not with force, but with strategy. Floyd was intent on consistently throwing left-handed attacks, but he would suddenly switch the angle of his left hand, so that Diego was unsure where Floyd was aiming it.
But he wants to engage Mayweather. Big shot. Good little poke with the left by Mayweather.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your hands up good.
This shit is not even available on PC. That's the first. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Listen, you're a great guy, but you're not big. There can't be a more humiliating.
This luxury, at least at the moment. The time in between seasons can often fluctuate. Just recently, Season 2 got pushed back by a month. Sporadic issues have arisen, like when the game was offline for 2 days while issues were being sorted out. This new development team has a lot of passion, but the game unfortunately does not have the immense amount of funding and resources that some of these other big titles do. That said, that doesn't mean the dev team isn't doing their best to bring some big change. That said, that doesn't mean the dev team isn't doing their best to bring some big change.